So before clicking on this video, you might have thought एक और वीडियो आ गया जिस पे ये बंदा बताएगा कि कैसे किया एंड हाउ मच हार्ड वर्क ही डिड एंड हाउ यू कैन डू इट टू. बट रिलैक्स, ये वीडियो ये सब बताने के लिए नहीं है. ऐसा कंटेंट मुझे लगता है सोशल मीडिया पे इनफ है, जहाँ पे लोग ये बता रहे होते हैं कि हाउ टू क्रैक कैट, हाउ टू गिव योर इंटरव्यूज़, व्हाट टू से, व्हाट नॉट टू से. आई थिंक आई डोंट वांट टू बी एडेड टू दैट लिस्ट. मैं ये वीडियो इसलिए बना रहा हूँ बिकॉज़ मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ जो रियलिटी बहुत सारे लोग आपको बताते नहीं हैं. दैट इज़ हाउ यू फील ड्यूरिंग दीज फेजेस. एज इन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई वॉज अ वेरी कन्फ्यूज फेलो, राइट. आई हैड डन माई लॉ. उसके बाद आई couldn't फिगर समथिंग आउट of that law degree. Then I did a master's from National Law University, and after that master's I figured out that I'm not able to connect myself to the field of law. I did my LLM in the field of IPR, but वहाँ ना connect नहीं बन रहा था. And I was like कि this is not something that I want to do, and definitely I was searching for my calling. फिर मेरा ध्यान पड़ा MBA की फील्ड पे. आई काइंड ऑफ रिसर्च्ड अबाउट द रोल्स. मैंने ढूंढना शुरू किया कि व्हाट MBA इज़ ऑल अबाउट, किस टाइप के रोल्स उसमें मिलते हैं, किस टाइप का काम हमें उसमें करना होता है. एंड टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आई एज अ पर्सन कनेक्टेड विद द काइंड ऑफ वर्क दैट यू हैव टू डू पोस्ट MBA. तो कहीं ना कहीं तो कनेक्ट बना कि हाँ यार, ये काम किया जा सकता है लॉन्ग टर्म, और दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट आई कैन से आई एम ड्रिवन टूवर्ड्स. बट फिर जर्नी यहीं तो ख़त्म हो नहीं जाती. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आता है कि कैसे करूँगा. अब MBA करना है, बट MBA करने के लिए आपको क्रैक करना पड़ेगा कोई एग्ज़ाम, वो जो कि कैट है, जैट है, स्नैप है. तो मैंने रिसर्च करना शुरू किया कि अब ये कैसे करते हैं. तो वो तो यार एक बहुत ही वेल रिसर्च्ड और वेल सेट जर्नी है, जो कि बहुत सारे लोग अपना एग्जाम्पल दे चुके हैं ऑलरेडी सोशल मीडिया पे. दे टेल यू हाउ टू प्रिपेयर, दे टेल यू व्हाट सोर्सेज यू शुड कंसल्ट. वो सब मेरी जर्नी में भी सेम है. जो मैं आपको इस वीडियो के थ्रू बताना चाह रहा हूँ वो ये नहीं है कि हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर कैट. मैं आपको ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि हाउ वीक आई फेल्ट व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड दिस जर्नी, एंड हाउ थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ दिस जर्नी आई स्टार्टेड टू फील मोर कॉन्फिडेंट. So it begins in March. I joined a coaching institute, Rodha, named Rodha, and they were phenomenal. They started teaching me, and I started studying along with them. But as I went ahead, I was like, okay, I'm preparing for it. I'm consistent. I'm watching all the lectures. I'm making sure I show up every day. But still, I'm not certain that I'll qualify. Does it happen with everybody? I thought शायद मैं ही गुड इनफ नहीं हूँ, इसलिए मैं कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं हो पा रहा हूँ. But as I went ahead, right, as I started talking to people, gave test series, started looking at mock marks of other people as well, how they fluctuated for them, I realized one thing, that in life it's never about searching for that certainty, it's about showing up. So I just promised to myself that no matter what, I will give 7 8 months of my life to this, and I'll not question myself. I'll not question whether I am good enough for this. I'll not say whether I should be doing it or not, whether I will qualify or not. I just kept going till the very end. And till date, I remember it was just on the day of CAT exam. My slot was the evening slot, so I was sitting at 2 in my home and just thinking about it. Okay, I've prepared for the entire year. I have made sure I did everything that had to be done. Still, I was not very confident. I was like, what if I'm not able to do a DILR set? What if I solve a particular quant question incorrectly? I'll lose my marks, right? I'll not get the desired percentile, and my entire year will go to a waste. And then I said one thing to myself: listen, Amrit, just calm yourself down and let it go. Let it all go. Just go out there and play the game. It's a game. CAT exam is basically a game, right? Not just CAT exam, entire life is a game, but that is a topic for a separate video. But at least this exam is such a gamified thing. And for you to perform in this, you have to make sure कि आप प्रेशर में बिल्कुल नहीं हो. इफ़ यू आर राइडिंग ऑन दी हाई हॉर्स ऑफ कि ये एग्ज़ाम मुझे मेरी लाइफ बना के देगा, मेरा ये कॉलेज हो गया तो मुझे वो रोल्स मिलेंगे, ये नहीं हुआ तो मुझे इतना LPA मिलेगा, trust me, it just starts getting too heavy on you. So you have to let go of all those noises in your head. You have to make sure that you are focused in the moment. And I said to myself that I'll go, I'll do the required things, and I'll just come back without thinking what the result will be. And I just did that. And let me be very honest with you, even after CAT exam, I was not sure of the marks that I would be getting. I came back, I then gave all the other exams, and then the CAT result came, and it was 98.92 percentile. Not the ideal 99 that I craved for, but still a good percentile, right? And I am a lawyer, so I thought that maybe diversity points would get me through. That part of story is even more interesting, so please wait. ZAT results came, it was a very good percentile, 98.95. SNAP came, it was 98.42. So the results came, and I was like, okay, now I have got some marks. Maybe now I am sorted, right? No. Then the shortlisting started to come in, and all the black EIMs were the first ones to give their shortlist, and I did not qualify for any one of them. And I was like, what? Even after scoring good marks, I'm not getting even a chance to give my interviews. And to be honest, I was not really well accustomed with the CAT scenario. I prepared for it, but I was not so experienced to know that, okay, there is so much of intricacy involved in it that even after scoring a good marks, you might not get those calls. And I did not. So my confidence took a big hit. Now everything is on the edge, right? I am going to lose. Maybe all of this was for nothing. Maybe it's just a scorecard and I'm not going to get anything out of it. In that moment, again, I just sat down and I was like, okay, I worked for it, I got good marks, and I think whatever calls I'm going to get, let it be any college, whatever college is going to shortlist me for, I'm going to go all in for the interview. I'm going to go out there and make sure that I express myself nicely. I speak all that is there about my story and try and present myself in the best manner possible. And then when the shortlisting for other colleges started coming in, magic happened. I found out that other than Blackie, every single college called me for an interview, right? There was no college that denied me a chance to give interview. And I started giving those interviews with a very clear mindset that, okay, I am here. I don't have to get attached to the result, the outcome of it. I have to make sure that I perform my best in the moment and then let the panel decide. I'm not going to think for them that whether I'm doing good or not. Should I do this? Should I say that? Should I not be saying this? I thought none of that. I just made sure that I was dead honest. I presented them my part of the story. Whatever questions they asked, I tried and respond to them in the best manner possible. And then once the interview was over, I just used to have a big smile on my face and go. And the only contentment that I had in those moments were that God has given me a chance to actually sit in these interviews. There are many people who might have prepared hard, might have messed up a single DILR set and not gotten a chance to give these interviews. And guess what? When the results started coming in, you won't believe what happened. Every interview that I gave, every interview other than TIS and IIM Shillong, I qualified for it. Every interview. There's not even a single college which has rejected me. And it was like, I was stunned. I was like, how did that happen? To be honest, I might try and present you a very idealized picture of this journey, right? That I had everything figured out from the day one. And I knew that the moment I get shortlisted, I'll say this, I'll say that. And I know everything on the planet Earth and I have everything figured out and they are going to like me. No, none of that is true. None of that is true for anybody. Everybody has their insecurities, everybody has their own weaknesses, their own strength. And one thing that this journey demands is to make sure that you are so confident about your strength that you can own up your weaknesses. And that is what I did. Whenever the question came up to me that why MBA, why do you want to do it, why don't you do this, why don't you do that, I made sure that I presented a very real picture of what my life is like at this moment and what I want from this degree. And I think that kind of resonated with the panel as well, because they were able to figure out where this dream of MBA was coming from. because I already have a master's, right, LLM, and they were questioning me around why do you want to do double masters, and I had to give them a very real picture of what my life looks like at this moment and what my aspirations are and how an MBA will help me in fulfilling those. And these are not just HR questions that you have to prepare. These are actually real questions. These are actually things that make a difference when a particular person is deciding whether they should shortlist you or not. You should make sure that these questions are really coming from heart and a lot of thought, and they should not sound very robotic. Well, I'm not here to give you GDPI advice that I think many other people have expertise in, but all that I can say is in life, never ever try to control things. The more you try and control the outcome, the more messed up it gets. The more you let go of it, the more you decide that, okay, I have zero control over anything that is happening. The panel that I am getting, the score that I am getting, maybe to a certain extent I have control over it. I can prepare for it, but the kind of questions that are going to be there in the paper, that I cannot control. The result depends highly upon the kind of peer group that is there that year, and then the interview result depends upon what perception of you is built up in the eyes of the panel. So all you can do is be honest, be real, show up for every opportunity that you have, be grateful for opportunities that you're getting. Let me be very honest, even if you are getting a single opportunity to give a single interview, you should be grateful for it, because not everyone is getting it, right? 2.59 lakh people are giving the exam. Not everyone is getting a decent opportunity. If you are getting it and if you are lamenting about it, I think you have messed something up, because it's all about timing, it's all about gratitude, it's all about realizing that in the end you have to learn to embrace the uncertainty, and that is what life in general is all about, and not just this exam. This exam just teaches you this skill to a certain extent. Well, abhi, as the thumbnail might tell you that I have so many colleges, I have this convert, that convert, and I'm choosing a certain college, so my life is now figured out, right? No. Let me be very honest with you. There is a lot of confusion in my head right now also. The MBA degree comes with a 30 lakh rupees fee, 2 years of time involved in it, and it is not something that you get for free, right? So there is a lot of opportunity cost, there is a lot of money involved in it, there is this bank loan, EMI, so all of that is there. And then there is a thought at the back of my head that what if I am meant for entrepreneurship? What if I could use that money for building something on my own? Because I'm already 26, right? So this is an ideal age for me to go there as well. And an MBA typically lands you in a corporate career and not entrepreneurship with the kind of loans that you have. So there is uncertainty right now as well. And some people might be thinking कि क्या बोल रहा है ये, colleges मिल गए किसी और फिर बोल रहा है मैं confused हूँ. But I am being very honest with you. I am, and I own up to that. But I think whatever decision I take, whatever uh, I decide, finally one lesson is going to stay with me. That is, first of all, be honest, be very consistent, and also try and be as calm as possible in life, and do not hold on to any attachment. No matter what it is, no matter what thing it is, you have to make sure that you just focus on the efforts that you can put in. Just focus on doing your best and never compare yourself, never attach yourself, never be like, oh, I have to get this to survive. You don't. You don't have to get anything. You want to get it. And I think wanting something is a blessing in itself. So just go out there, play the game of life. If you are giving this exam, play the game of cat. If you are giving some other exam, play that game. Play it without attachment. Make sure you are consistent and real, and just enjoy. In general, I think life works out. So yeah, this is it for this video. I think maybe you learned something from this. Maybe you did not wanted another video telling you how to prepare and the resources for CAT, that you have enough of it. I think I just gave you a very real perspective of how these things really look like. So if you are in the mid of your preparation for CAT 26 and you are not that confident, remember there are many other people who are feeling the same. And just keep showing up, keep doing what you need to do, and I think you'll get to a point where you will thank yourself for being calm and being happy. Thank you.